It is a brand new work week, but the same old weather pattern. Scattered thunderstorms take center stage just ahead.
Investigators continue to search for the motive behind an ambush that left 3 officers dead and 3 others wounded in Baton Rouge. The latest on the investigation ahead.
This is WKYT News at 4.
Welcome to WKYT News at 4. Amber Philpott and Andrea Walker reporting. Some scattered summer storms are popping up across the state right now, and we are bracing for another round possibly this afternoon and even into our evening hours.
All right, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey for an update.
Yeah, those scattered thunderstorms obviously been with us most of the summer so far, and that is a trend that is going to carry us through the next several days. Even in a pattern that gets steamy, we're going to keep the stormy part of it going as well. Live look across Hamburg Pavilion, a lot of clouds around, but at least it is dry across the Lexington area after some early day showers and thunderstorms. Temperature's not bad at all. Still below normal, 84 degrees. Humidity's up there, 58%, so it feels a little toastier than that. 87 is the current feels like number. We look at our Defender radar network and look at this big line of thunderstorms across parts of Indiana, and look what it's doing as it gets to the Ohio River. It is beginning to weaken considerably, and it may dry up completely before it gets into central Kentucky over the next hour and change. But some additional thunderstorms will likely fire up behind that. Broaden out the view a little bit, show you a cold front that is just to our north. That front later tonight into tomorrow gets right on top of the region. The future radar, hour by hour, does indeed show that first line of thunderstorms weakening. Watch the timeline, 10, 11 through the midnight hour into the wee hours of the morning. Things are mainly dry across most of central and eastern Kentucky. But a few storms are on the move. Steamy temperatures get ready to surge in. When I come back in 15 minutes, we'll talk about how the steam may bring more storms. 7-day forecast in a few.
Chris, thank you. Baton Rouge, a city that desperately needs healing, is once again suffering. A former Marine who appeared to be biding his time sprayed police officers with an AR-15 style rifle. 3 officers are dead and a 4th is fighting for his life in a hospital. Emily Schmidt has the latest now from Louisiana. It's our top story at 4.
Investigators are looking into the strange world of Gavin Long, who gunned down 3 Baton Rouge police officers on his 29th birthday before officers were able to kill him. Officials say he wanted to kill cops.
His prey was those police officers or any police officer who would have been in the area.
Long, who legally changed his name to Cosmo Sedepenra last year, made postings online saying, quote, "Fighting back was the only way to bring social change." Meanwhile, fallen officers Montrell Jackson, Matthew Gerald, and Brad Garofalo are being remembered for their service and dedication. Listen to a longtime friend of Jackson's.
And I've watched him at football games and parades and just being out in the community, and every time he does the right thing.
The shootout comes nearly 2 weeks after the controversial deaths of Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge and Philando Castile in Minnesota, both African-American men killed by police. Monday morning, Attorney General Loretta Lynch vowed to help heal rifts.
Now is the time to ensure that every American, everyone, under the sheltering arm of our Constitution, feels respected, feels supported, feels safe.
In the wake of this attack and the recent murder of 5 officers in Dallas, numerous police departments around the country say they are taking extra precautions for personnel. Reporting from Baton Rouge, I'm Emily Schmidt.
Well, this afternoon, a unity event is taking place on the University of Kentucky campus.
Students and faculty are encouraged to attend and will have the opportunity to engage in conversation rooted in healing and action. Our Monique Blair is live on campus with the details.
Yeah, Andrea and Amber, University of Kentucky President Eli Capilouto just finished speaking here at the Kincaid Auditorium about 30 minutes ago. Now, the main points he addressed were regarding the recent actions the school has taken regarding healing, racial justice, and solidarity. Inside the Kincaid Auditorium right now, there are more than 100 people of all different ages, races, ethnicities, and genders. President Capilouto said he wants everyone on campus to not only feel safe, but to feel as if they belong. President Capilouto said as of recently, more money has been approved in the school's budget that will go towards underrepresented populations here on campus. He said the school is exploring the possibility of implementing additional course offerings on race and ethnicity. President Capilouto said the school will encourage and support scholarly research activities involving bias and social justice. And he said ultimately all of these changes and forward movements are just the beginning to the ultimate hope that there will be a greater sense of community here on UK's campus.
In this time, in our nation, on this campus, we will not stay silent. Thank you very much.
Expected to last until about 5:30 this evening. Reporting live in Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Monique, thank you.
And you can follow the Unity event on Twitter. The organizers are using the hashtag WeBelongUK.
In southern Kentucky, the Pulaski County jailer is calling for more protection for his deputies in the wake of the shootings in Baton Rouge and Dallas. He says right now there's only 5 guns for all the deputies, and many times deputies who are considered law enforcement do not have weapons with them during vulnerable times. He says this is something they have wanted for quite some time, but the violence in Dallas, Baton Rouge, and other places only puts a further emphasis on that need.
No, it's something we've been discussing. You know, we require our people to have firearms. Some of them have to use their own because we don't always have enough. But this is making it even a bigger issue for everyone.
We're told the jailer has already put an order in for more guns and says when that comes in, they will have 12 weapons for the staff. We'll have more reaction ahead on WKYT News at 5.
A Lexington restaurant is showing support to police officers today. Officers can eat for free all day at the Drake's in Lansdowne Shops on Tates Creek Road. All officers, all they have to do is show their badge.
With recent events going on around the country, we just felt that this would be the perfect opportunity to honor the police officers, and we want to recognize them for the hard work and dedication to our community, and then treat them with 2 things we're passionate about: food and hospitality.
The Drake's locations in Louisville and Florence are also participating.
The Republican National Convention kicked off in Cleveland today amid tight security in the wake of Baton Rouge and other recent attacks. Tonight's theme, Make America Safe Again, will focus on how a Donald Trump presidency would help restore law and order. And instead of being a showbiz convention as Trump had promised, it's shaping up to be a family-focused affair. Tonight, Trump's wife Melania is set to speak, along with former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani. At least 2 Kentucky lawmakers will be in Cleveland for the convention this week. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is set to speak tomorrow, while State Senator Ralph Alvarado Jr. will address the crowd on Wednesday.
Jury selection is underway in a Lexington murder trial. Matthew Donahue is accused of killing his boyfriend, Todd Shoemaker, at a home on Lamont Drive last year. Testimony is expected to begin tomorrow, with prosecutors calling first responders and family to testify. The trial is expected to end on Thursday. We are working on a number of other stories for you on WKYT starting at 4:30.
Sam Dick joins us from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Sam?
Good afternoon. A 2-year-old is in critical condition after a near drowning over the weekend. Richmond police say they were called to a home on Brandy Lane in Richmond after someone found the child in a pool and not breathing. Bystanders performed CPR until help arrived. One of the officers then took over until an ambulance arrived. And police say the child is at UK Hospital in critical but stable condition. We did talk to the family off camera, and they say the prognosis is not good. Coming up on WKYT News at 5, we'll have reaction from neighbors who say they're all praying for the very best. The state and local leaders breaking ground on a new facility to help children. The Kentucky United Methodist Homes for Children and Youth is building a new center on Ash Grove Road in Nicholasville. The 31,000 square foot center will include a state-of-the-art program building, paddocks for equine therapy, and on-campus learning facility.
It'll just give us the opportunity to use the newest and latest technology around security, helping them feel safe, because we realize that our kids can't begin to learn, they can't begin to get that redirection until they discover that safety in their life.
Construction should begin the next week or so. We'll have more details, including when the project's expected to be completed, ahead on WKYT News at 4:30. That's a quick look at some news in progress on this Monday. Andrea and Amber, back to you.
Drivers in the United Kingdom who don't know how to use GPS will soon be required to learn. That's ahead on WKYT Money Watch.
And police giving warnings as Pokemon Go players are met with crimes and accidents. More on the warning coming up.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Welcome back, and we've got some good news. Summertime prices at the pump are at their lowest level in 11 years. That begins today's Money Watch.
It's thanks to low oil prices and more production, and AAA says Americans are taking full advantage, hitting the road in record numbers. In what may be a sign of things to come, driving tests in the UK will now require everyone to use a satellite navigation system in order to get a license. The government wants to make sure people can handle distractions and manage risk. Well, Pokemon Go has swept the nation.
It certainly has, but the race to find characters has led to several accidents and even an arrest. Carter Evans reports.
In just 2 weeks, Pokemon Go has become the most popular mobile video game ever, with crowds of players eagerly looking for little monsters on their cell phone. Even if it means abandoning their cars in New York City traffic to go chase a Pokemon in Central Park.
It's kind of crazy, actually.
Pokemon players are pretty easy to spot, staring at their cell phones. The problem is, they're having trouble keeping track of their surroundings. 2 men chased a Pokemon off a cliff in San Diego, and the game led 15-year-old Autumn Dezeroth across a busy street in Pittsburgh where she was hit by a car. Her advice to players?
Just to be careful. Watch where you're going.
The game landed Robin Bartholomew in jail after she decided to chase a Pokemon into the Toledo Zoo after hours.
We were just like, hey, I got a crazy idea. Let's hop the fence.
But rangers in Los Angeles are encouraging players to come to their parks by offering guided Pokemon tours.
So you just want people to stay on the trails?
Stay on the trails, yes. Stay on the trails and avoid danger that could possibly be out in nature, like rattlesnakes and poison oak and ticks.
And all those fun things.
All those fun things.
Anything it takes to catch them all. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And Pokemon Go was a no-go as it launched in 26 new countries on Saturday. Some hackers say they are responsible for the game crashing during its massive worldwide rollout. It was originally launched on July 7th, but it was available in only 8 countries until Saturday. The company behind Pokemon says on its website that it's working to fix server issues.
It's all the incredible creations by the star chefs here in Lexington. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at the apiary today for the kickoff to Lexington Restaurant Week.
It is another day with some scattered thunderstorms out there. We'll track what is showing up on your Defender radar network and fire up the hour-by-hour forecast. Next, stay with us.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Happy Monday, everybody. Coming off a weekend that had some decent weather overall across much of central and eastern Kentucky, and then right back into the swing of things with some thunderstorms out there earlier in the day and a lot of leftover clouds showing up on our Kentucky weather cams from across the entire area. More clouds than sun out there right now, and overall, the chance is still there for a shower or a thunderstorm. Where we have maybe just a sliver of some sun showing up, a lot of low and mid 80s into central Kentucky. Look at southeastern parts of the state. A few areas checking in under 80. Compare the numbers now to 24 hours ago. We are running several degrees cooler. Thank you, rain. Thank you, cloud cover, for keeping those numbers down just a little bit today. Defender Radar Network, you can kind of see a little corridor where those showers and thunderstorms earlier were making their way in from northwest to southeast. This next round is out there. It's getting to the Ohio River, and it is drying up. Atmosphere across central and eastern Kentucky much more stable than what we were looking at a little bit ago, especially for areas to our west and northwest. We could still fire up another little round of some thunderstorms here until we get this front to make its way all the way through Kentucky into the Tennessee Valley. We have the chance for some scattered storms. This front actually will knock the humidity down coming up over the next couple of days. 24-hour planner tomorrow. We're back into the mid to upper 80s, and yes, since the front is still to our north, slightly to our north, we can fire up another isolated shower storm. Southern Kentucky, you got the best chance of seeing any boomer action tomorrow. Then we start to focus on the second half of the weekend. Hello, tropics. By Thursday into Friday, and for the coming weekend, humidities will be off the charts, so the muggy meter firing it up toward the tropical category as we go into Thursday. Really, the next few days won't feel half bad out there. Hey, speaking of next few days, hour-by-hour forecast, trying to spit out a shower or thunderstorm. And again, as we always preface when we look at this, it's a computer model. It gives us a new run every hour, so it kind of fluctuates a little bit. Tomorrow, mid to upper 80s. Think it's a little undercooked with the scattered thunderstorms that will be out there. Then tomorrow night into Thursday morning, how about a little breath of some fresher air? Low 60s to begin the day on Wednesday with a mix of sun and clouds throughout the rest of the day. Notice those numbers on Wednesday are a little cooler. Wednesday afternoon actually looks pretty good. Humidity comes down and those numbers will be down a little bit as well. Later this week, big heat ridge develops across the Plain States. We're on the eastern side of that, so we're going to get in on some at least low-end heat and humidity, typical for this time of year. Nothing out of the ordinary, but we're also on the periphery of that big high pressure, so watch the northern skyline later this week into the coming weekend, because you know what it may throw at us again? You've heard it before. Scattered thunderstorms will dive in northwest to southeast this weekend. Then the pattern early next week showing some signs of really going back into a stormy setup. Overall, later this week, into the start of the weekend, any one day can feature 90 or low 90s, but the thunderstorms are going to try to mute any heat signal the farther east we get into the bluegrass state. Daily threat is there, not going to rain all the time. Wednesday appears to be the lowest threat right now, only 20 to 30% for many of us. Let's get a check on traffic on a Monday afternoon. Here is Officer Don.
Well, overall look at Lexington rush hour traffic and Lexington traffic flow. Not too bad right now. No collisions in the city. One of our slow spots, of course, outbound Nicholasville Road. You can see it right there from New Circle to about Wilson Downing there around Fayette Mall. Drive times with no wrecks. We're holding our own to Nicholasville's 13 minutes, Georgetown about 15, and the Winchester averaging about 26 minutes from Lexington. Now back to the studio.
Thank you, Don. Good food, good friends, all gathered for a good cause. It's that time of year again, Lexington Restaurant Week.
And our Deanne Stevens is out and about today with more. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at the beautiful apiary. Check out the gorgeous gardens, the layout here. Now, this is the scene of tonight's big kickoff for Lexington Restaurant Week. This is where you have like the best of the best star chefs in Lexington. We have Jeremy from Azure, Cole from Cole's with us. Talk about the best of the best. We got them right here, gentlemen. This is an exciting night for you guys.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
It's like the kickoff to Restaurant Week. It's the heartbeat of our entire community for an entire week. Or actually, it's the chef community, right? Because we're all putting out great food for everybody all across town.
I was going to say it's our community, too, because we all like to eat what you're putting out as far as food goes, Cole.
Oh, absolutely. I like to eat it, too. I just never get out.
Well, you probably don't because you're so busy in there. Talk a bit about Lexington Restaurant Week and how it gives you guys and all of us an opportunity, one, to kind of show off what you have for folks in our community that may not ever get to try it.
Well, the best benefit of Restaurant Week is it brings in a lot of diners who aren't our usual clientele. And, you know, the idea is to wow them with our food and hopefully capture some of them to be our next regulars.
And you guys put together all these incredible creations for Lexington Restaurant Week, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, you know, it's really gets a chance to flex our muscles. Like some of the chefs have used some of the dishes from their menu. Some create, you know, new things based on season and availability. But like, you know, Chef Cole said, it's really an opportunity for us to capture new people that don't really get to maybe get out much, or maybe they have, you know, kids and have to set up a, you know, a babysitter. So this is like a planned week. Like, we're going to go out. We can, you know, afford this, and it's a great way to experience a lot of cool dishes.
Yeah, get your babysitter now because Lexington Restaurant Week is kicking off on Thursday night for you guys to take part in. Tonight, all of these star chefs are going to be here to participate in some of the fun. If you want to check out all the different restaurants that are participating, you can do that by going to LexingtonRestaurantWeek.com. Now, coming up at 4:50, our star chefs, we're headed to the kitchen where they're doing a little cooking up in there. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Looks good. Why a new study shows parents should limit kids' exposure to virtual violence. That's ahead in Better Living. And more on a common treatment that may not help your sinus infection.
Tomorrow's Mega Millions jackpot is $25 million, and Wednesday night's Powerball is $361 million.
Now it's time for Better Living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. Ready-to-assemble furniture maker IKEA is recalling 80,000 baby gates. The Consumer Product Safety Commission said this week the gates can unlock by themselves and lead to falls. 10 injuries have already been reported, including 2 concussions. According to the CPSC, the recalled gates include the following: the Patrol Safety Gate and Extension, the Patrol Fast Safety Gate, and the Patrol Kalama Safety Gate and Extension. A new study shows that what your kids watch and play can impact their behaviors. Kids exposed to virtual violence through TV, movies, or gaming could become more aggressive, violent, or fearful. That's according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. It suggests parents view games and movies with their children, make a media plan for the family, and protect kids under the age of 6 from all violent media. Many elderly people are not taking their prescribed medications correctly. Researchers from Belgium looked at about 500 adults over 80 and found more than half were underusing or misusing medicines. The study also found a link between underusing essential medication and an increased risk of dying or hospitalization. And if you suffer with chronic sinus problems, new research shows what works and what doesn't for congestion. A Canadian Medical Association journal study found nasal irrigation improved patient symptoms, but steam inhalation did not. More than 25 million people in the U.S. suffer from chronic sinus infection. Now let's head to Chris for another check of the weather.
Hey, speaking of steam, we got it coming a little later on this week. It's been that way for the past couple of days, but really later in the week, the heat is going to kick in. We'll keep the storms. Look outside right now. Let's concentrate on what is going on this Monday afternoon. Mix of sun and clouds, the entire area. Generally 80 to 85 showing up. Humidity not too bad. We've had some scattered thunderstorms earlier in the day. We could still fire up another storm as the evening goes on. A lot of clouds, though, keeping those temperatures a little below normal. I don't think too many folks will complain about that.
No, definitely not. The news is just now getting started. Here's Sam Dick and Amber Philpott with what we're working on at 4:30.